Good morning, this is Rochelle, the NewBuffGal. It is Sunday. It's the third day for us for TR90, and we are so happy because of the time change. So we'll have more time in the morning to resource ourselves before we have to get Emmy out the door and start the day. So I'm going to give you an overview of some things that you can eat and drink. Ben and I drove to Illinois last night, and we went to Whole Foods and Trader Joe's and stocked up not only for ourselves, but some easy things for the kids. So let me show you what I start out with. I start out with TR90 supplements and the Jump Start. And then I usually just kind of have a tea. And the good thing is now I'm off caffeine. I'm not having black tea. I don't mind caffeine. I think it's okay in moderation. But I wanted to see how the program worked without caffeine for me. So I've just got I treated myself to these Reishi teas. So I'm going to have one of those as soon as we're done here. So that's what I'm trying to do. Start with these, do my tea, and then do a shake. And what I want to give you a couple shake ideas. You guys mix it up. But some of the fluids that we use are there's coconut water. And then it might be also great to have these on hand because you don't have to keep them refrigerated. So here's an almond milk and hemp milk, and I highly suggest getting unsweetened because the shakes are pretty sweet already with some of the natural sweeteners. And here's a Trader Joe's almond milk, which we like, and sometimes we just drink on its own. So this is unsweetened as well. So today I probably will do a little bit of coconut water, some almond milk, and then the chocolate shake. And one thing is depending on how sweet you like it, if you don't like it so sweet, from the powder itself, then you can just add more liquid. So just definitely play around with it. And again, there's more things that you could do with fruit in the blender. There's plenty of recipes in the guide. But just for a quick idea, I mean, even water if you have to, but here's some ideas for you. Next thing is just give you a quick few snack ideas. There's a little bit of almond butter and some apples. And again, you can do almond butter with like celery and, just be creative what you could do with that. And then here is, I think they just got the organic at Trader Joe's, but here's some fat-free cottage cheese and some peaches. I think they're probably sweetened with some juice, so there might be a little bit of carbs, but not as bad as what they used to do with the syrup. And then I also am doing a little bit of Greek yogurt. And we've got some frozen berries from Trader Joe's. They've got actually some organic ones to frost them a little bit. And I'll show you a little bit more about what you can do with some yogurt, some things you can put in there. So then I'm going to go to meals. And one of the things you just want to think about is this is your plate, greens. And even for breakfast, start thinking about, I'm going to have veggies for breakfast. That's what we've done for a little while. And it's really worked well for us. So whether you're having an egg or having like a light turkey sausage or something like that, just try to put the greens as your base, and then you add in some other things. Here's some tomatoes. Our little local shop here has local Brussels sprouts. I've just been pan frying those. And then Trader Joe's has some chopped vegetables. But what really I'm enjoying, instead of making rice and other carbohydrates and grains right now, this has actually been a great thing for me, is sticking in butternut squash. This is delicate squash. And then I actually have a sweet potato in the oven right now. I don't want to make you dizzy. Oh, you can see it. Turn the light on, huh? That would help. We've been eating those like for breakfast even, and it just fills you up, and it feels like you don't even miss like having the bread. And also, if you can get away with not having the potatoes and starches, this is just going to be better for your body anyway, okay? So then there's a lot of options for protein, but make sure you're just getting enough, especially those first 2 meals of the day. So definitely eggs. We're doing omelets. And then this is just Trader Joe's real quick chicken breast. And I've been putting some chicken breast in the oven. I'll tell you about that next. And then our little shop does sustainable pasture-fed beef, and we have this big old sirloin, and I'm going to cook it, and we'll just slice it up and just grab it when we need it. And so I'm excited about that. And then one last thing is just to have on hand is realizing that most of your stores you're going to have some frozen options, just if you don't have time to grab it fresh. Here's some butternut squash you can cook up with a little bit of chicken broth and just make it on the side. And then Trader Joe's got these back in because of the season. They got roasted sweet potatoes, and seriously, I'm loving them with the omelets in the morning. And then here's some kale that's frozen. Defrost it a little bit, throw it in an omelet. And then here is Trader Joe's. Here is some quinoa, kind of a quinoa mix if you just want to heat up a little bit of that for one of your meals. So, didn't want to overwhelm you, but I just wanted to give you a jump start of what you could start to look for at the store and kind of just be confident about what you're going to eat this week. So just do be, I'm still waking up, but I'm just so thankful, and this is NewBuffGal, and just hope you have a wonderful week.